What's going on, y'all? Mm, that feels so much better. Anyway, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I tried to speed up the work week. Listen, I thought today was Thursday until I saw that this shit was Black Ink Crew was coming. I was like, what the fuck? I just got thrown off because I had Monday off. I don't know, it just feel different. Can't explain it. But anyway, we are back again for another review. Uh, Black Ink Crew season. What is this? Season 5. Is it season 5? Yeah, season 5, episode 6. Dushi or don't she? Listen, this episode was something cute. Okay, it was shocking as shit. Now the stuff that popped off, we gonna just take it section by section. This shit with oh shit has got to be the dumbest bitch on here. Okay, and Nikki has got to be the dumbest motherfucker with him. Okay, cause she just as dumb, if not dumber. All right. Um, you get served your papers and you throw them away as if, you throw them on the street, you throw them on the floor as if that's going to make the lawsuit go away. Now, you already know why you're getting served and you already know who exactly is serving your ass. So why don't you just take your ass and go handle that shit so this stuff can stop popping up. So you can tell this bitch to stop fucking with you or counter sue that bitch, okay? We all know it's Kathy. And I was here with Walt when Walt was cussing his ass out. It was like, you throwing the papers. What the fuck that's gonna do? It's not gonna make the shit go away. You still got the shit right there. So, uh, what's the purpose? All right. And then, everybody in the shop talking about what's going on and all that shit. But their whole thing that they was really talking about before Sky came up in there was the fact that where did this bitch come from with a child? Okay, you conveniently left that secret. All right, and if you're in a relationship with somebody and you want to be around them, that's one of the things that I want to know. How long did it take before she made known that to oh shit that she had a son. I was a little confused and I was with Walt on that side. Like something about her ain't right. And this is showing that, she got a lot of secrets and stuff and shit to pop up. And I don't know. Maybe he already knew, but the way that she presented her son out there, it just looked like he really oh shit recently just found out once he got in New York that she had a son. That's what it felt like. Mind you, they only been kicking it for probably 3 months, 3 or 4 months that he been sober. Exactly. Okay. And like Caesar them said, ain't this what we've been saying this whole time? You replace one drug for another drug in its human form, and that's Nikki, okay? It may not be cocaine, heroin, and all that shit, but it's fucking Nikki. And, Sky came in and told them, I got the papers and stuff. Mind you, the papers got the court date and all this shit where you can go to court, contest all this stuff, and, be free of charges or whatever. So you won't have to be held in contempt. You won't have to go to jail for almost 6 months, You won't have to do none of that stuff. All you have to do is fucking show up, plead your case, and get this shit over with, okay? That's what you have to do. But no, you gonna throw the papers, and you better be glad you got good people around you. Well, you got a friend like Scout who gonna pick that shit up, because, bitch, I wouldn't have picked shit up, okay? You threw that shit down. You didn't want to fuck with it. I ain't gonna fuck with it either, because I'm tired of your ass. That's what I would have did. But they get Walt to go over there and take the stuff over there to him. So Walt goes over and, he drops off the wedding pictures and things of that such. They're having a nice little conversation. Of course, Nikki is over there. They're asking about the kid. Do you plan on having him come out? And she was like, that's what I want and all that stuff. And this segues into talking about the actual, papers or whatever. So when he brings up the papers, here goes, oh shit, getting in his feelings talking about something. Yo, bro, so you came over here to serve me too? You came over here to serve me too? Man, you supposed to have my back. I ain't here for this shit. Fuck out of here. I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. Are you serious? You really got pissed off because he dropped off the papers that you legally need? So that cause he's being a good ass friend and looking out for your ass. So you get pissed off, go in the bathroom, close the door, cry, whatever the fuck it is, throw a little tantrum, and then you leave Oh shit leaves Walt to sit there with Nikki. For Nikki to be your mouthpiece. Okay? So basically what it all comes down to was oh shit said that Kathy is pissed off at the fact that Nikki is in the picture, that oh shit went on ahead and married Nikki, not her, all that shit. And because of that, she wants to be petty, which I see that, and we already know this is Kathy's MO. She's not really letting him see Achilles, and she wants to take Achilles out the country to the Dominican Republic because that's where she claims she's going to move, okay? And she wants full custody. And because he won't sign over full custody or whatever, that's why she put the lawsuit out there, and that's what they finna go to court for, okay? Now, all you have to do, and this is about your son. This is about your son, and you gonna throw the shit away? Like, come on. And he gets all up in his feelings. Here go Nikki talking about some, well, oh shit just feel like this situation been going on a long time with Kathy. She's doing all this stuff to hinder him, to hurt him, and blah blah blah. And I'm sitting here like, wow, you really talking like you been in the picture for over a year. Bitch, you been watching the same show. That's where you getting your information from. Oh shit ain't really tell you nothing. You get your information from the goddamn TV. You went and looked at season 1 through 4 just like we did. Okay, bitch, that's where you get your shit from. And then I'm just sitting here like, girl, shut the fuck up. Let your man talk. She was literally being his mouthpiece, okay? And Walt is just sitting there like, I hear that, but you need to just go ahead and let that shit take care of it instead of running. Ain't nobody, he's not running. Before he say ain't nobody running, she go, he's not running. And she feels like, the people that's supposed to be there for him are not there for him in this situation or whatever, and they never really have, and all this stuff. And at that moment, at that moment when she said that shit, the way that she was saying it is as if he needs to just ignore the stuff that was going on. And that's what pissed me off. And that's what pissed Walter off. But what really, I was sitting here like, Nikki, you are a very, very huge influence over oh shit right about now, okay? If you told that nigga to take a shit in the street, that motherfucker will go and do it. That's how close they are right about now. That's how his brain is warped around this girl thinking he's in love right about now. He would do whatever she says, okay? So you sitting here giving off this impression as if, he ain't really got shit to worry about and that it's on other people because he feels as if other people ain't there for them. Girl, I said shut the fuck up. You gonna get your man locked up. Okay, you gonna get your man locked up and you just got fucking married, bitch. All right. Then Walter went the fuck off. How fucking dare you say I wasn't there for you, bitch? All this time that you was going through your shit, I was there for you. These past 10 years when you was high, I was there for you. When you went to rehab, I was there for you. When you was doing this, I was there for you. When it was Kathy doing all this shit, I'm the one that was there for you, bitch. I said go the fuck off, Walter. Go off, because I would have been offended too. I would have been offended as fuck too. Like, Walter was just fucking over it. And what you can't say, we don't know officially what Walter's title is at Black Ink Crew, just like we don't know what most of their titles are. But he has been the one that most of the time is the voice of reason in that shop, and the one that be looking out for everybody in the shop and trying to give some sort of advice that is logical and sensible. And they don't listen to him, okay, until he blow up at their ass, and then it blows up in their face. Moving on from that, Duchess got this little situation, this event, where they going over her Rolling Out magazine. Well, actually, Rolling Out is not really a magazine. It's like a 6-page newspaper. It's really, really thin, okay? So, it has been around for a long time, but it's not really as hype as she tried to make it out to be. But I applaud her. You get yourself on. Publicity is everything. You do what you got to do. And that's one thing that I can't fault that bitch on, because she used this platform. Duchess, we can hate, or I don't even hate the girl. I just don't like her. You can dislike, and some of y'all probably hate her ass, but I can't front on the fact that this bitch came on here and used this reality TV shit for her advantage. She took advantage of it, and she did what she had to do. And this is what most people should do when they get on reality TV. This bitch came here with the idea that, bitch, I'm going to use this to stack my coins and get my shop open. And look, season 5, she got her shop open. Okay? I can't do it. I can't even fucking hate on that. Hey, you got to get it how you live. I don't like the way she went by, but whatever. So they celebrating her issue of this Rolling Out magazine, whatever. And Caesar was supposed to be there. He came late after she started talking. You know, everybody like my tattoos, and every time I get a tattoo, I make sure that it has some meaning about it. Okay. I got this chest piece on my hand, and it is the queen. And my fiance, he got the king. Just to let us know that, I can be a queen and a boss when I'm with him, and I can be one apart from him. But when we come together, we is everything. I was like, girl, pick your lip up, okay? That's how she talk. Duchess talk like her bottom lip is so fucking heavy, and it's not. Like, girl, did you suck your thumb when you was a kid or some shit? I was confused. But anyway, Caesar came late, and Duchess was in her feelings because she felt as though he was putting shop shit over her. But baby, this is a business, and I understand. I understood why she was pissed off, so I'm not really 100%, like, girl, you shouldn't be mad. If you told me that you was gonna be there, you could at least text me, call me, or whatever, and told me that you're gonna be running late, and tell me if it's a pressing issue going on with the business or whatever that you have to take care of. I would have understood. Maybe he didn't do that, so of course she gonna be pissed off. But if you told me in advance that you was coming, I'm gonna expect you to come. But I'ma also understand if you're late and all this stuff, that you do run two businesses, okay? And you don't have the most ideal fucking employees that know how to do for themselves without getting in trouble and fucking your shit up. Okay? And speaking of that, Melody comes back. Okay? Melody comes back. She was like, she finally convinced her man to let her go to work. I said, let you go to work. Oh, okay. She go to work. She come in there. She brings this lady that's supposed to clear the shop of spirits and all that stuff. So she doing all this stuff with the bell. Of course, Sky comes in like, who the fuck is this bitch? Her name Dushi. Dushi. I was like, oh my god, because when she went over there smoking that sage, she had to make it known, no, it ain't that shit. It's shades, okay? Well, like, I don't know, was she coming over here just to clear some spirits or just to get fucking high, okay? She trying to get us high. Then went over there to what that girl name? Sky, feeling all over her like she spent the most time on Sky. I was sitting here like, Sky like it. She like it, because she ain't protesting. And then when it got to between her legs and all that shit, she was like, it's like you devoid of something, like you needing something down here. Somebody said love. And I was like, wait a minute. Then you see her laid over just rubbing all up on her side and shit. I said, what the fuck is going on? But mama, do what you gotta do because you got a coin off of it. Okay? Kick them bad spirits out. We saw Duchess getting a tattoo. Well, doing a tattoo. Some lady wanted to come in and get some lyrics on her. Now, let me ask y'all a question. When y'all go do y'all tattoos, I know they probably just putting on for the TV so y'all can get some airtime or whatever, make it look like something. But do your tattoo artists really be asking y'all all the time? So I want to get this. Why y'all want? Why? What's the meaning behind it? Why do you want to get it before they tattoo you? No, I don't need to tell you that. Don't ask me that. I said what I said. I said that I wanted this right here, and that's what I want you to do. Go get your razor, shave the skin, the hair off my arm, some alcohol pads. Go stencil that up and come slap this shit on here and let's get this done. Ain't no talking, bitch. Okay, I'm just not a talker like that. So maybe it's just me. But anyway, moving on from that, what else wound up happening? Sky, she does go to a therapist to speak about her mommy issues and how, she don't want to turn into her mother. And that's one of her things. She's scared that she's going to be 50 years old, lonely with no kids, no husband, just by herself. And that is not what she want to turn into. And, she started talking about how she got into fights and how she got into a fight with Tiffany. In a way that Sky kind of put it was almost as if it was Tiffany's fault. And I said, bitch, you talking about something you don't want to fight because you got a new body and shit. But baby, you out here provoking shit and starting the shit. So that don't make no sense. So yes, you do have to work on that. And bitch, didn't I say she needs to go to therapy like last couple of 2 episodes? That's what's up, okay? Y'all be looking at my shit and y'all be fucking listening, bitch. You need to stay in that shit too, because you ain't well. Alright? Anyway, moving on from that, what else wound up happening? Um, she gets a call in the car from her. At first, it was Donna calling, and then it was her mom calling, and she finally, spoke to her. Her mama told her that she was back on her meds, and she wouldn't really tell her exactly where she was, but she said she was okay, so that was fine. Um, what was going on in the next scene? Oh shit. Oh shit actually did a tattoo this episode. I appreciate this segment. Regardless of what the fuck I feel about oh shit and how dumb he is, I have to give him his props on handling this subject, handling this situation respectfully the way that he did. Um it was a guy that came in wanting to get this whole chest tattoo, you know, and it was like a real big chest / stomach tattoo. I was like, oh shit, y'all gonna be up in there for a minute. And out of the people in the shop, oh shit is the best one that can do it. So I was like, okay, I'm cool with him doing this shit. He ain't gonna fuck it up. So it was like, take off your shirt, let me see what you working with, first of all. And you see when he took off his shirt, you got the scars across his boobs, the chest area, pecs area. And I was like, oh, so this is a trans man. So he recently went through the operation to get the breast removed, the top surgery. He said that he's going through another surgery that he's about to get ready for that costs $100,000. I said, man, how long you been sitting here getting your cake up? Because I don't know if insurance take care of that stuff. Okay, because that's why a lot of people don't get these surgeries that feel like they transgender don't that feel like they're born in the wrong sex, in the wrong body, and they try to get the body that they want, that they feel like. And some of them can't get it or don't get it because they can't afford it. And that's why you see a lot of them be out here tricking off and doing all this shit trying to get the money because insurance won't do it. So, because they say it's an elective surgery. So, bitch, it is what it is. But, he was just being respectful of it and using the correct pronouns. And I was like, okay, oh shit. He was like, because I don't want people looking at me trying to judge. And they was up there connecting. He was like, yeah, just looking at you, judging you and all that stuff. I was like, all right, oh shit, you do get a point for me on that one. Okay, you got it. All right, you can be open. I mean, you were in San Francisco for a minute, so you probably saw a lot. Anyway, moving on. um Donna came into the shop. Donna came into the shop begging to get her job back. Caesar just so happened to be down there on 125th. And he was looking at her like, bitch, the fuck you doing here? Okay, when she came over there to hug Caesar, I'm actually kind of liking Caesar again this season, bitch. When she came over there to hug him, he was like, the fuck is she putting her hands on me for? Y'all know they had beef. And if it hadn't been for Duchess, Caesar and Donna would have been cool. They would still be cool to this day, like authentically cool like they were in the beginning, at this point. If it wasn't for Duchess. So Donna was like, my purpose to come out here to New York was to be on Black Ink. And that's what really it is. Not to work at Black Ink, be on Black Ink crew, okay? But, this is what I can do. I'm telling you, if you just give me another chance, I can bring money into the shop. Donna came up in there with a list of clients already ready and a fucking number. She said, bitch, by the time I get through with this, I could bring in $9,200 for the goddamn stop. I said, oh shit. That's how you fucking do it, okay? Y'all trying to get your jobs back or you trying to sell yourself, you have to come in with the numbers, come prepared and understand you got to be ready to sell yourself and be like, well, I'm an asset to your company because of this. Okay, I can do this. I see that this is going on, but I can take you from this to that in this many days or this many months or whatever the fuck. That's what you do. And then here goes Caesar. So Sky, you been helping her out. Yes, I helped the bitch out because look, this bitch got to get the fuck up out of my house. Okay, I'm tired of the hoe. Okay, and so Caesar was being a little bit reluctant. And like he said, against his better judgment, because he was like, you bring a lot of bullshit and drama to the shop, and I don't want bullshit and drama, and that's all that you are. And I said, wait a minute, Caesar. When Donna wasn't there for the first parts of this whole episode, season so far, it's been at least 3-4 fights, okay? And they were not Donna involved, all right? So don't just put it all on her, okay? So eventually he went on here, gave her the job. They went to Aces to celebrate. Donna picked her up a bitch and all that stuff. Young Bae was just so confused and like, oh my shit, look at her. She grabbing the titties. Oh my God, they kissing. I was like, girl, that's normal. Well, to me, listen, when I come up there to New York, I done been to Philly. Okay, I haven't yet to go to New York. When I come up there to New York this summer, okay, because I'm gonna put that out there in the plans this summer or this spring, summer, whatever the fuck. Somebody take me to Aces because them girls had asses on them. Now let me tell you something. Y'all already know I had a disappointing experience at Magic City, and y'all know I had my heart set on going to Magic City, and I was a little disappointed because first of all, one, barely nobody in there. Second of all, the strippers had little booties and everything. And I said, wait a minute, we are in Atlanta, Georgia. What the hell is going on? Where's the big booty strippers? That's what I came down here for, okay? But I'm going to give Magic City another chance. People was telling me you came in on the wrong night. So I'm going to go on the right night, and hopefully it be popping. But moving on from that. At the end of the episode, we get Duchess, her brother, and her sister comes to the shop on 125th. And, she was saying that her sister wanted to get these matching semicolon tattoos or whatever to draw them closer because they working on their relationship and shit like that. I was like, so y'all came all the way up north to get some damn dot in a comma underneath it, like semicolon fucking tattoos? That simple ass shit. Duchess, y'all could have did that shit down in South Carolina or where the fuck you from, okay? But, I'm pretty sure that's not the real reason that they was out there. But this is what pissed me off. Kitty, bitch, you gotta fucking go. You a rude ass bitch, okay? I don't give a fuck. When you in customer service, even when, they tell you this, even when a customer is giving you a nasty attitude, you have to be the picker person and think about and professional and not give that attitude back, okay? You're not supposed to go into it like that with them. I guess she missed that memo, all right, because they tell us that too. And I have to work on myself with that. And I noticed that, since I be working with the public and shit sometimes now, I've gotten better with my attitude when, people be pissing me off. I mask that shit. I just, in my head, I'm kind of like, Ashley, shut the fuck up. You need this job. And I don't oblige to that bullshit. This girl comes in and, she was like, can I get a tattoo by Duchess? And Kitty was like, well, Duchess is booked for the whole day. So she's not taking any more clients right now. And she was like, that's okay, I'll wait. I can go sit over here and wait. Okay. I can wait till she finished. Okay. Duchess, she's still doing somebody right now. Like I said, Duchess is booked for the day and she's not gonna do any more tattoos. I was sitting here like, she didn't even come off rude. Maybe we missed something or something was edited out. The girl didn't come off rude when she said it. Even though she was there to start some trouble, she didn't come off rude when she said it at that point in time. And I'm sitting here like, why the fuck you had to talk like that? And then go take her over there. Then gonna go over there to Duchess talking about this bird bitch or whatever the fuck. This rat sitting over here. She up here talking about she want to talk to you or some shit like that. And I told her that you was in the midst and you was booked and all this shit. And I'm just sitting here like, Kitty, you want to be on TV so bad. They give you barely any screen time. Shit, the last time we really, really saw your ass, you was getting your ass beat, bitch. Like, you irked me. Irked me. But then, she goes over there and she was like, Duchess, can I go talk? You want to go talk outside? Duchess talk about some, I got stalkers and shit, but it's too early in the day for stalking shit and all this stuff. I said, bitch, it ain't even what you think. This girl pulled her outside and was like, before she went outside, she was like, you Caesar, who the fuck you talking to? Bitches, you fucking Caesar. I said, bitch, you done seen Black Ink Crew 1 through 4. Okay, you know who the fuck Caesar is. Stop fucking playing. So, they go outside and she basically accused Caesar of impregnating her sister and him making her she had to get an abortion. She was like, and that nigga got her pregnant. Okay, you ain't shit, bitch. You just not getting this shit. You couldn't even help pay for the abortion, bitch. She had to go get that abortion on Medicaid, bitch. Medicaid. I said, don't put your sister business out there like that. God damn. Y'all need some culture. Y'all need some home training. She put her business all out there like that. God, did she want people to know that she on Medicaid like that shit? Maybe she could have been on Blue Cross Blue Shield Premium Edition. Like, what the fuck? Okay, God said, damn, Medicaid. You said it like 2-3 times. All right, mind you, I'm so fucking surprised that Duchess did not go off, and it was the only one that was going off was Caesar talking about some. What's her name? And I was sitting here like, tell her who he is, because I want to know who it is too. But he just kept on saying, I never fuck with nobody like you or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, she didn't say you fuck with her. She said you fuck with her sister. But um, she was real trifling for that. She was trifling for that, for causing a scene. That's not the way that you do shit. Okay? She knew the camera. She knew they was filming. And she wanted to get her airtime. That's what the fuck it was. But here's my thing. They went back up there to the shop. And Duchess went in the bathroom. She said, I didn't want nobody to see me like this. I don't want to cry in front of anybody. And I don't know if it's because Duchess felt embarrassed, or if Duchess, this ain't the first time that she heard something about Caesar getting somebody pregnant or cheating on her, because this ain't the first time I heard about him getting somebody pregnant. Okay? I'm just going to put that out there. It's not the first time, all right? So I don't know if she believed it, because I can kind of believe it, but the way this bitch came off and confronting him, it made it seem like she was on some fugazi ass shit. But you know, he was looking a little guilty at the end. He was looking a little guilty when he was trying to get her, and Duchess was like, "I just want to go home. I just want to go home. Take me home. I don't want to be out here on these streets crying like this. Take me home." It's fucked up. It was fucked up. That was the episode, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. I'll see y'all later.